I got a question about reverse half guard recently. Someone was like, Chewy, like, how do you play reverse half guard? What do you use it for? So I'm going to show you guys how to play the position. And today I've got someone that's different than Adam. This Uke today will blink, and he sometimes smiles sometimes. So let's jump into it. So we've got reverse half. We're in half guard right now. When would we switch to reverse half guard? One of the common things that I do is if he gets an underhook, this can be a really good one, right? Is I can get into this position and I can switch my hips. I'll give you another angle in a second. And now we're dealing with an arm in reverse half guard. I'll talk about with the arm out in just a second. If the arm is in, I have a couple different things. First off, I'm always trying to attack this position here to get the Kimura, right? I mean, I'm just a Kimura person, so it's what I like to go for. But assuming that maybe I can't get the Kimura right out of the gate, I can also threaten advancing to mount. Now, what that does is that's typically going to get the hand to come out, and I can go right back for the Kimura, or I can go underneath and begin to attack and go for a mount attack here, right? So that's sort of option one. And again, I'll show you the hips in just a second. The other one here is if we're in position, sometimes if they frame up, I can drive my elbow to the ground and drop my hips down. Now, this is the arm out variation of reverse half guard, and for me, when I play this, I like to get my body all the way up here nice and high. If I play this really low, he can frame up on me and then he can make a lot of space push, and it's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna be able to hold that position. And you actually, he's being silly. Turn this right here. If you are gonna escape, if you do get the frame set up, okay, from here, when he pushes, this is an interesting thing. So normally you would try to push towards the person. He actually wants to, you did it right. So he's gonna push here and then turn the other direction. And the reason being is I can't take his back right now, and that allows him to scoot. And what's interesting is that the harder, like the more you lock your arm out and the harder I push, it actually pushes you up. So that's why if we're gonna play that, can't get any serious ukes here. Right? I got everybody's like trying to be a goof. All right, so I got Adam who's super serious, and then I've got him who's just a big cornball. So from here, if you do play it, we want to get high up on the chest and isolate the arms here, right? So this way he can't frame. It's very similar to like half guard, reverse half guard. Now on the hips, here's what the hips look like. So if we're in this position, again, arm in, he gets the position here, we're switching here. This part's really important. So when I'm here, I'm not just sitting to my hips here, I'm taking this knee and driving it into his hip and sitting back. This isolates this leg, and at the same time I'm doing a hamstring curl here. So if I'm just sitting here right now, he can put his feet down and he has a great bridge. Boom. Which can off balance me, and he can use it for different things. If I pull this leg back and sit back into this position, my hip's not actually on the ground, my toes are active, arms scooping up. If he tries to bridge, it's much more difficult, makes it easier to attack the arms, okay? Same thing if we're doing the arm out, we're doing that same switch. The only difference is now we're gonna scoop back higher from the hips. Now I didn't go into it last time, just a second ago, but if I'm in this version, let's say his legs are still locked here, then what I'm typically doing is I don't have an arm to attack anymore, so what I'm typically gonna use this particular reverse half guard for is to push and start to threaten mount, and then from there I can come around and begin to isolate and get the position. And so for reverse half guard, that's what I use it for, that's how I use it. Someone that would really like, take the camera over here, otherwise they're not gonna be able to pay attention. They're gonna be so distracted, like it happens every time. They're like, I wanna listen to Chewy, but whatever is going on in the background. So a person or a type of person that really likes that position too, for whatever reason I've seen is wrestlers. Wrestlers seem to love that position. They use it a lot. It seems to come naturally to them. A lot of wrestlers tend to favor things like arm locks like Kimuras and key locks. So it could be an option for you. But otherwise, that is how to play the reverse half guard. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you, Brandon. See you guys next time.